Let Andy weave.
Let me weave.
Hashtag let Andy weave.
The story is the main character.
This episode begins with the sleeping form of Robin Oatcake. Or who knows who's really driving in there?
Where's
I
Happen?
do.
Where's Happen? What's he looking at? Is he
He's just gently stroking the side of your face.
Yeah, it's kind of, you know, like when a cat wants feeding and it's just waiting for you to wake up. Yeah. Specifically, Morvin, you are having a very vivid flashback to the last day you were alive. You are currently lying on your back on a table, which is little more than just sort of a wooden bench, and you are restrained. And a man looms over you. He's very tall, he's very spindly, he's bald-headed, and he's got a very weathered face. And he has eyes with ice-cold irises. He's staring at you kind of analytically, and he is wearing robes of the Inquisition. And Morven, you and I were on the verge of something great. You're about to make me very happy indeed. And all it's going to take is 1 minute of pain. Just a short spell up there on that stake and, well, you'll be gone. But I hope you'll be able to feel it when the moment comes. And he just pushes this disc into the incision. You feel it go in.
What are you doing in here? What? You're so creepy.
Can Robin come back or what?
Yeah, he'll be back in a while, I'm sure. What's he been doing while I've been away?
Ask him yourself, I don't know. You should
Ask him!
You should write each other notes or come up with a system. I go back to my bed spot.
In a huff.
I miss Robin.
I don't believe we've met. Is this a new addition to the party?
Morven, is it?
Yes.
Yes. Morven, you haven't met Agramonia, but Agramonia, neither have you met Morven.
What are you talking about? We met yesterday.
No, Morven is the alter ego, the counterpart.
There's two of you in there.
It's a sort of timeshare situation.
Well, isn't that fascinating?
Yes. Well.
We're finding a way for Robin and Morven to coexist.
Coexist or otherwise?
Coexist, where Robin involuntarily cast Robin's magic tube.
Seems like Robin can do magic now.
Quite well. Quite effectively.
This is a joke, obviously.
He called it Robin's magic tube.
Yes, of course he did.
It was a sealed circle of magic through which nothing could exit, and only with great effort could things enter.
He cast magic circle.
No, it's Robin's tube.
I know what he calls it.
Right, okay. This is good news. We don't need Morven anymore. Sorry. Maybe you also have assumed some of Robin's powers.
God, let's hope not.
How would you wind a bucket up a well?
Well, I would simply sorcerer's burst the well and
Right.
until none of it
Not
was
use
left.
your mouth.
I wouldn't use my.
Okay, I don't think there's any Robin in there.
What's been going on these last 2 days?
We're heading north.
Cressida, you are aware that there is a hill in front of you.
All I can see is just like, oh, I have to walk up that.
Yeah, that's you. That's
Oh, for goodness sake.
that's where your efforts to perceive your surroundings like ended. You were like, great, that's tall. There are 8 people who are wearing long, flowing robes. Morvin, you would recognise these immediately as robes belonging to the Inquisition.
I would also like to take a point of debt because Cressida is not crawling up that hill. She casts invisibility on herself.
Oh wow, she got invisibility on it so she can walk up. Yeah, fine. Yeah, absolutely, bang on.
No grass stains for you.
Love that.
So everyone sort of crests up to the hill like this. Morven's eyes go wide and then she just bamps out of existence, bamps into existence next to the closest Inquisitor, clamps a hand around his throat and just starts like his head, like
Oh, dang.
basically microwaving his head. One hand on the throat, other hand on top, shocking grass from the top. Now, just like
Oh, so we're just getting involved in the fight now. We're not going to like maybe work out who are the goodies and who are the baddies, and we're in the thick of it now. Fine. Well, I'll deal with that. I can manage that.
worked it out already. I say, microwaving a guy's head.
Okay, well, I'd like to fire Scorching Ray.
Okay.
We'll have to speak to HR first.
Yeah. You've got to offer him voluntary redundancy. There are 4 Inquisitors now who have just been hit with a ray, and they sort of turn around and realise some new people have entered this fight. Morvin, you feel sort of a rush of air and the sort of caress of a bit of fletching as an arrow goes between the hoop made by your arms.
I turn and look up the hill. It happened. Like, fuck are you doing? Sorry.
I fire again. Yeah, I'll sort of draw, aim exactly for the head, and then I'm way up on the hill, so I just kind of tilt the arrow about 4 feet up and let it go. And
Yeah, great. Where does it catch him? Like chest, head?
in one ear, out the lower jaw.
Criminy, okay.
Probably the head's all soft and melted, so it probably passes straight through and just explodes the head like a melting marshmallow.
Yeah, with maybe a spray of white hot brain matter.
Yes. Oh, maybe the white hot brain matter could spray on another Inquisitor.
Don't push it.
You're not going to ask again, are you? What does it look like?
You try and give everyone a moment to feel like a hero.
They come out with this serial killer.
Right, so you...
Yes, it's a real sort of field medic situation.
Yeah,
kind
kind
of
of
a magical triage. Yeah.
something goes on in the back of your head, you're like, weird. It normally feels more healing-y.
Oh. That's odd. That is odd.
Drop the head and, like, with the other arm, just like raise it, and this sort of, like, you know, the shield in Sonic the Hedgehog, like a bubble. Basically, a bubble, like a whomp of white light, just like bursts out of my forearm and absorbs the blow. It just like.
Witch! Ooh. He is kind of still, he's coming up the hill, but kind of reaches ahead of him, and you kind of get cut up the, like, across the stomach. Yes.
Cool. Lovely. Well, not lovely. Terrible.
No.
Howls, throws back her head, howls again, and casts Arms of Hadar. So black tentacles burst out of Morven and batter everyone.
There's a commoner next to you, one of the ones who was holding on to their gut, and they just roll up and you get stabbed in the hip. It appears
Everyone wants a bit of Morven.
you're in some sort of twat.
Oh. Interesting.
It's like, haha, it's a trap! One of them falls over and dies. Doesn't die, I hasten to add.
I'm going to have her cast Firebolt at the one that hit her. And then Misty Step as a bonus action out the way, a little bit further from the fray.
Cool. Yeah, all right.
Ready again.
Very
So
like-
yeah, ranged spell attack.
Very Ellen Ripley with a flamethrower hooning it down a corridor. It kind of reels backwards, and you again hear witch being yelled. And there's sort of a smell of.
Wait, rich, yes. Thank you for noticing.
You can have inspiration for that one.
I mean, my gut feeling is that this situation requires a 20-foot cube of web. As in just like a trap has been sprung.
Yeah,
it's a sort of like everything stop. Web is going to hit Lug and Morven as well,
Okay.
but I do... Nah, screw that. Let's kill them all. Yeah, so the ones...
Wait. Just as them all doesn't include these two.
Oh, yes, they'll still be included.
That's what I said.
A weapon mastery trait.
The weapon mastery.
How quaint.
The glorious translucent golden halberd lances through the air and spears him right in the throat. +7 is 15.
Yes, he's very dead. What does it look like? Is it just like...
Yeah, it moves so fast that it almost looks like frames are missing. That it conjures into the air above my head, and if anyone were watching, it seems to teleport into his throat and slices cleanly through, and he collapses.
He dies struggling to get the word. Okie dokie. Are you okay?
Little help if you've got some healing magic. Ready?
Bizarrely, her yelling, "Are you okay?" was her casting healing word. It's very maternal in that way. You heal 10 points of 10 points of hit points. 10 hit points
Yeah.
of point.
10 hit points.
If I've hit you for 10, then you may 10 have
10
back hit them, 10 points healing back them. It's just not his day. He kind of tries to tackle you by the legs and just sort of slips again. And it's like, damn it! And so he spends the rest of his turn scrabbling to his feet. The sight of your wounds magically knitting together as you're asked if you're okay by a sort of a grizzled old lady on the hill. And just forgets himself and drops his dagger to go, witch! So that's his mumping turn. He's disarmed himself.
It's basically like a beaker of hydrochloric acid smashes against his face.
Uh-huh.
But it just sort of bursts out of Morven's hands.
Sure, yeah.
Commoner next to
He
me.
just starts screaming. Dropped his dagger, screaming, witch! Goes like, witch! Like,
As a bonus action, I want to go.
witch!
He really hasn't broken his stride at all throughout this entire combat thing. He's just been sort of whirling the hammer around, and every time, even if he misses, it just gives it more momentum. And then, finally, he's on an upswing and just catches this guy underneath the jaw and lifts him bodily. I'm gonna use the weapon mastery push to just send him 10 feet up in the air.
Up is a direction.
Well, there you go. That's the direction he's going in. Straight up, caught under the jaw. It's almost like his neck extends comically for a split second as he gets fired.
So when you uppercut someone in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly that, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of like he arcs into the air and then lands head first and sort of gets his neck hinges the wrong way as he kind of just pile drives down into the ground.
I'm like, okay, you want a witch? I'll give you a witch. And I cast Witch Bolt.
Nice.
One of them. It's a kind of crackling green lightning bolt that I kind of like call down, not quite from the sky, but it feels like the energy's coming down, and then just it just comes straight up through the palm. Almost my fingers kind of like match the shape of the kind of jagged lines that it's making. It's really like anyone who sees it will do that thing where if you've ever seen lightning and like if you keep blinking a few times after seeing a lightning bolt, you kind of like see
Yeah,
it.
the afterimage.
At the end of it, it's just like a hand that sort of like just grabs him around the torso and just.
Cool. Lovely stuff.
And I go, witch!
Sort of spin around while firing.
Cool.
One of them I think will just be the one on the ground. Will just be. I just want to pin them like a butterfly specimen.
But like, I'm imagining the arrow kind of going in at the hollow there by the shoulder and then coming out somewhere in the ribcage and just going into the ground.
Yeah, into the ground.
Yeah, he is pinned.
Yeah, pinned to the boggy earth.
That's hideous. Describe it, please. Also, I love that you've got this entire character built around luck and praise cadence, and you went, "Lucky me." You've got a slogan.
I kind of like beckon the spiritual weapon overhead and like fling it back out towards Morven's Inquisitor to kind of killing blow. The weapon sort of like hangs there in the air looking a little bit sheepish. Like a little bit embarrassed about how it hasn't done anything.
I mean, I use the spiritual weapon a lot in Baldur's Gate 3, and it kind of just feels like it runs up and just goes like, "Urgh." Yeah, it looks so happy to be alive. Like,
This guy must be messed up though.
oh, he's not happy. He's having a terrible time.
Seriously unpleasant.
Literally just like scream like, witch, and then has burst into flame. You see his eyes do move, and they like lock with yours. And time stops. You are looking directly at this Inquisitor, but a voice kind of booms out around you as if it's coming from everywhere, as if it's coming from Mossfold itself. And you hear this voice just go,
Lark,
Yes.
you were meant to be mine, Lark.
Oh.
You dare return now?
I'll be honest. I thought you were a myth.
I'm no myth, Lark. I'm your destiny. I'm inevitable. You will come to me.
Not today.
I'd like to take all of them.
You can't have all of them.
Do you think you're in any position to bargain?
Well, if I'm that important, Can you risk anything happening to me?
A sacrifice that knows his worth. How quaint. You please me, lad. I tell you what. I'll leave you those you hold dear. But know this. You will come to me one day. And until then, I'll be watching.
The jaw is trying to permit something to exit. And as it does so, you see a small shape. It's almost made of shadow. It's got 2 ears and 4 legs, a little tail, and it hops out of this cavern. And you watch it as it goes. It sort of starts to drift along until it finds a shadow to stop it. And it just disappears, dissolves into the shadow that Morven is casting. Time snaps back in. The ground around each of the Inquisitors and Commoners erupts, and it's almost like the edges of the grass just come up and seize each one by the shoulders and just drag them like bodily down into the earth until for a split second just their heads are there and they're all going and then they're gone. And the ground seals itself as though they were never there.
Which one of you did that?
Yeah, not me.
That was cool as hell.
So,
Holding out on us.
good news
Cressida.
and bad news.
Lug did it.
Lug.
Fall down in worship.
Praise Cade.
I think I just met a god.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Which god? When? How? Where? Why?
Konunos.
And then from up the hill there's a cracking noise as the shell of a walnut gets obliterated. And then you hear a man laughing. That was fantastic.
That is unequivocally a 2.
Yes! No one's safe! No one is safe! Magical habits due!